Okay, so we are making a picture of a 3D illusion. So this is 3D week, and this is also a painting. So we're going to be making a circle that actually kind of looks like a sphere. So we're going to draw a circle in the middle, and you might be using a tracer for this. Of course, the dog has to come outside right now and start barking. But that is the joy of working outside on the porch. Okay, so not a perfect circle, but pretty good. Normally I would do this in pencil first, and then I could make it a little bit more even. But we'll still get the idea from this. So then I'm going to start at the top by making curved lines. Kind of like a smile. And we're going to repeat the curves inside the circle, and that's what makes it look like it's sort of popping out and not like it's flat. So flat would be 2D, and then popping out would be 3D. Okay, now our background is going to be straight lines. So I'm just going to come out straight wherever I see my lines meeting up with the end of my circle. And again, these aren't going to be perfectly straight. We'll just do our best. Okay, now for our other lines in the background, we want those to all be straight as well. And then you can decide how close or how spread apart you want these to be. I don't think it really matters. Except if you're making them real close together, those small spaces might be hard to paint in. All right, and then I'm ready for painting. I think I'm actually going to just smooth this out just a little bit. So the story I was going to read with this book is I Need My Monster. And the artist for inspiration is Bridget Riley. She did a lot of optical illusions. And her title is Cataract 3. And the story is by Amanda Knoll and illustrations by Howard McWilliam. So I will link to that in the description below. So when you use the paint, I have a little water cup and brush. About a 7 or 8 size brush is good. 6, 7, or 8, around there. And then I was using these watercolor paints from the Dollar Tree. And so what you want to do is make sure that when you get your brush out of the cup, that you're just gently moving it along the inside of the cup to get the extra water out. We don't tap, okay? I always say no tappers. We never splatter the paint on our paintings. I'm just painting gently and using our different colors. So let's just say, for example, that I wanted to use some light green. Okay, so I'm going to get that on my brush. And I can see that there's some light green color there on my bristles. So I know I should have plenty of paint on there. And then I can hold my brush down at the silver part of the brush called the ferrule. And I can even rest my hand on my paper. And so it seems a little bit more like I'm coloring than painting or drawing. This helps me to hold my brush more steady. So I'm getting a little bit more water and paint on my brush. To gently fill in one area at a time. Okay, so you can see over here it looks lighter. So I might want to just go back, get a little more paint on my brush. So more paint and less water will usually give you a brighter color. Okay, and then of course when I want to switch colors, I clean out my brush really well. And then I can get another color. So always gently, never pressing hard with my paintbrush when I'm touching the paint and when I'm touching my paper. It's always, I'm always working gently. And then you can also decide you might want to leave some of the stripes white. You might want to make a pattern with your colors. I just decided to do rainbow colors. I wanted to see pretty much how all the colors worked. I didn't use any white or brown though. And then don't worry if you go outside the lines a little bit. It's not a big deal. You can always kind of fix it up later or just smooth it out. No one will notice. Just want to have fun with our art and enjoy making our art. Okay, so good luck with yours. I hope it turns out just wonderfully for you. And you have a great day.